Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is LC with a little crypto. Thank you for joining me today. So today I have one of them decks that's gonna stick around and is gonna do some things, okay? And that dex is SushiSwap. Now SushiSwap is a fork from Uniswap, and they're doing some unique special things that's gonna categorize them as their own decentralized exchange. Now when I say sushi, I'm not referring to the Japanese steakhouse, I'm referring to the swap, the decentralized exchange, the one that's gonna get you some profits and change your life. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so today we have SushiSwap and it goes by Sushi. Now, if you like content like this, remember, please like, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna keep pushing projects like this that I think are gems. And why I think Sushi is a gem, because it is a DEX. And of course, with it being a DEX, it is a decentralized project, and DeFi is still moving. DeFi is the wave of the future. DeFi is crypto. And we understand with centralized exchanges, a lot of people are tired of being screwed with a lot of the KYC and having to give personal information to these exchanges. And also they have rules where they're holding your money, holding your funds, and you have different moves that you're trying to make. You have different flips that you want. It's your money. You want to do what you want with your money at your own will. And that's why these DEX are really surging in the marketplace today. I think DEX as a whole, that whole category is going to be one of the winners in this 2021 bull run. And that's why I want to talk about SushiSwap. All right, so today SushiSwap is $19.26. That is down 11.2%, but like always, I love me a good dip. And what we have here is a max supply of 250 million with a circulating supply of 138.8 million. All right, the market cap is 2.6 billion, and this is categorized as number 3 if we go under DEX. So we're looking here at the DEX market cap, and we see the overall market capitalization is 32.6 billion. And I feel like this segment is huge in crypto. If you don't have any type of DEX plays in your portfolio, I think it's not financial advice, but I think that it's a possibility you want to incorporate some DEX options in there because you want to get some exposure into this segment. All right, now you see Uniswap is king. Uniswap is number 1 in this sector, and then you have SushiSwap at number 3, and I think it's going to hold a position in the top 5 for sure because they have some interesting new things that is doing that's outside of Uniswap, and it is a fork of Uniswap and is now separating itself, and that's why I think a lot of people are clinging on to Sushi. So let's get back over to the chart, and here you see I have a 90-day chart pulled up, and this thing been on a run. It's been on a mission to win. And if you look back here at the beginning of this 90-day period, December 15th, we had a price of $2.72, and this thing has hit an all-time high of $23.38. So I like this nice little haircut because I never want to buy at this top. That's just not gonna happen, all right? So if you follow the loyal crypto community, we understand that we want to have profitable portfolios, and one of the ways of having a profitable portfolio is by not buying tops. We look for buying opportunities, and I'm gonna go to the real chart and show you where I think is going to be a great opportunity for you to buy SushiSwap if you're not in this project as of yet, okay? And just taking a look at the 24 hours right now, we still look like we're in a little bearish trend, which is perfectly fine. And yeah, so this thing looked like it's being a very steady and healthy chart. And yeah, let's get into the website. All right, so here we're on SushiSwap, and everyone can be a chef with sushi, okay? So the SushiSwap protocol realigns incentives for network participation by introducing revenue sharing and forum-driven network efforts to the popular AMM model, all right? Now we're going to enter the app. And as you can see, we're on the SushiSwap app, and it's a very clean and easy interface. Let me connect my wallet now. All right, so I'm all connected on Sushi, and what you see here is the liquidity. We have 4.6 billion in liquidity on SushiSwap. That is a very strong number. The volume is $334,140,584. So you see that people are moving in and out of SushiSwap. They're doing some tings on here. Well, the highest yields to date is TRDL with wrapped ETH at 297%. And yeah, I think you could definitely look at some options to see what kind of pairs you want to trade if you're looking at liquidity providing on this app. So just going down to the swap feature. Now, of course, as I stated, this is a DEX, so just like Uniswap, you'll be able to swap coins, and it says choose from a list. Boom, you can just search through the list and see what you want. And as you can see, I selected CoinGecko as the list that I wanted to trade from. Now on this wallet, I think I have like 0.6 ETH on here, but what you can do is scroll down, see what you're interested in, or of course you can just type that in here. So I want to search for Aave. I can pull Aave up, and let's say I wanted to buy 0.5 worth of Aave, and boom, it's going to be a nice little swap there. It'll pull up, it'll give you all the details just like how we have on Uniswap. It's a smooth interaction, and it shows you your price, your minimum received, the price impact, which is 0.01%, so that's excellent, and liquidity providing fee, which is 0.0015 ETH. All right, so that is a nice seamless look there. Now, of course, if you like to add liquidity, you can click over to liquidity and then create your pair. All right, so that was simple enough. We go over to farms. You can see all the different farms that you can dive into. And of course, you can scroll down, see what type of coins you have in your wallet, what you want to provide for these farms so you can get back sushi. Now it's yield per $1,000, and it shows you the payouts on the day-to-day basis there. And you also have your ROI, liquidity, and staked amount if you have a nice stake in one of these farms. So yeah, I think this is a self-explanatory site, very clean, very smooth. Doesn't look like you'll have to get over much of a learning curve, which is excellent because we have so much to learn, and we're continually learning every day in crypto. So as much as you can create some kind of seamless transactions on these DEX is very much appreciated. Now clicking over to the sushi bar. Look like we can do some staking here, and you have an APY of 4.1%, and the sushi supply is, what is that, 62 million. So yeah, I think the site is very clean, very self-explanatory. And now I'm gonna go into some documents and give you some more information on sushi. So the first document we have here is welcome to SushiSwap. SushiSwap is an automated market maker, AMM, Decentralized Exchange, DEX, currently on the Ethereum blockchain. We are soon expanding our offerings with the Bento Box lending platform. We are a community-run project, which is excellent. Crypto is moving towards community-run projects. We have say over our own future in the projects that we want to invest in. That is a great feature here. Governed by the community, vote for all major changes to the protocol. Day-to-day operations, rebalancing of pools and ratios, business strategy, and overall development is ultimately decided on by our sushi chef, OX Makai. There are a few more products on SushiSwap's ecosystem. SushiSwap Exchange, we went through that, the SushiSwap liquidity pools, and the SushiSwap sushi bar for staking. So that's where you have your farms and your staking there, we went through. And definitely, I think this thing is very clean. And if you want a nice play that's going to be a counter to Uniswap, then I think SushiSwap will be a nice play for you using Ethereum. All right, now let's go over to our charts. Okay, so I have SushiSwap pulled up here on a 2-hour chart, and I'm on TradingView. So what I'm seeing here, of course, we had a beautiful run from, we have like November. It looked like this thing was a nice little flat base, and we just started making some moves. So let me draw a fib retracement just to start us off, and just going from low to high, we see that our 382 is very far from our top right now. Okay, now this doesn't mean it's going to retrace immediately to our 382, but just looking at a long-term version of this chart, I like to trade on the long-term basis. I can see that there's opportunity for this to take a nice dip and still be healthy. So if everyone is in this, congratulations if you had this massive run. If it was to take a dip to $14.65, I would say don't be worried about it. It's a healthy pullback, because if I see how much this thing ran from our base here back in November, I see it has ran 5,800%. Okay, and I really haven't seen any breaks that this thing has done. I mean, okay, let's see here. So just from February 20th to February 23rd, it had made a nice dip of 41%. All right, so that was a nice breather that it was able to take. But when we have these beasts, man, these beasts, they deserve some breaks, because the more breaks it has, the more frequent that this is gonna have a steady chart going to the upside. So I'm very bullish on SushiSwap. I think it still has a lot more to run, but I know a lot of people have been asking me to cover this, and they're worried about this little dip here. I say you don't have to be worried if it doesn't even break past the $14.65 mark. So I think this thing is still pretty healthy, but that is my long-term retracement there. Let me try to bring this in and see what we got going on. So I think this is a nice dip there for us to draw a retracement to our all-time high. And wow, look at that. So we're right there on our 382 currently today. Let me draw another line marking at 382. All right, and let me just go as far as down to our 618 as well. And of course, crypto loves to pull back to this 50. Yeah, it looked like it's taking a nice little bounce on the 382 on a short-term basis, and it's trying to see where it's going to go now. Immediately, I see that we broke through our 50 EMA. Now, typically when we break through our 50 EMA, it's showing that it's going to be bearish on the short-term basis. We have to see if it pulls back over this 50 EMA before I'm saying it's going to be bullish in the short term. But as I stated, we're looking for buying opportunities. So if anyone's in SushiSwap right now, if you're looking to load up on some more, I would first wait to see where this is going to stable off, because price action has not went back above the 50 EMA here. All right, so we want to see if this is going to bounce and stabilize on our 382. Let's see where price action is going to take us. If it comes down and follows through here, and when price action comes back up, then we want to see it stabilize on price action. Now, this is just a quick illustration. I have no idea if this is going to do that exactly, because we can go down further. As I stated, on the long-term basis, it looked like the $14.65 range is calling this thing, right, to come back to the 382. So I say that I'm still very bullish on Sushi, even if it comes down to the 1460 mark, because it's still bouncing off our 382. As long as it's bouncing off the 382, I see that this thing still has a lot of steam in it for some long-term gains. I want to see if it's going to pull back on the short-term basis on this 382, or it's going to come down to the long-term 382. So that's where I am right now, but I definitely say SushiSwap is a strong hold. All right, now let me look at my indicators really quickly. If I look at the RSI here, put my 50 line on there, and what I see is it's been very choppy along the range. It's been trading within range beautifully. It's not going too far overbought. It's not going too far oversold. It's been trading within a nice range while it's been making steady climbs up to the upside. So that is great. Currently right now at the point we are, it is under our 50 line, which is not a problem. It looked like it's been touching the bottom of its range plenty, so I can definitely see that this can touch the bottom and then bounce right back up as we've been doing, which will also be a beautiful motion, because on our chart we are also bouncing on the short-term 382. But if I look at my trend indicator here, I see that it is also going toward an oversold region. It may bounce right there on this line. Okay, and if it bounces right back up as we've been steadily doing, then it shows this thing is still healthy. It's not being too dramatic. It's not being a prima donna. We see some healthy price movement, and yeah, this thing looks very stable. I understand some people have some concerns about it just being a fork of Uniswap, but it's been introducing a lot of new features that is moving away from Uniswap. It's creating its own name, it's creating its own brand. So I feel like this thing is going to have a life of its own, and it can possibly I mean, honestly, right now it's like a little brother to Uniswap, but it can possibly be a major competitor to Uniswap based off how this thing moves within the next 2 months, okay? In summary, it looked like it may continue to rise after it takes its dip on this 18.87, or it may come down even as low as our 14.65, but I am still very bullish. Now, just giving you an outlook on where I think price can possibly go. I'm gonna go swing high to swing low off our move, and the next price targets I see Sushi hitting if it stabilizes here somewhere around our $17 to $19 range. I see this thing hitting the 1.27, and that's going to be $27, and the range that I can see price action go into in the near short term is between the 1.27 and the 1.618, and that is going to be $30. So $27 to $30, I can definitely see price action making a move like so, stabilizing here on the 382 and coming up here and reaching this box, or it can even dip and hit our 50% retracement, stabilize, and then come up here again, brushing past the 1.27 or hitting on 1.618. All right, so like I said, this thing is something to hold for this 2021 bull run. The DEX space is going to be a winner, and SushiSwap is going to be amongst them. Okay, so that was my review on SushiSwap. I think they're doing some excellent things to try to separate themselves from Uniswap, and make a comment down below. Let me know what you think about SushiSwap. And of course, I'm gonna keep trying to find us some profitable things to fit in our portfolios, okay? And diversify a little bit. This is a DEX. I'm gonna throw a little earning platform in there. I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary. Not gonna tell you what the Hail Mary is, but yeah. All right, man, stay tuned. I'll see you next time. One. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So before you go, one of the things I wanted to let you know about is token metrics. Now, I use token metrics to help me find winning projects, and what I built this community around is helping people find new ways to make money, okay? And I feel like token metrics is gonna help you become profitable in your portfolios. Now, what token metrics does is use artificial intelligence and machine learning to rank different cryptocurrencies and make sure you're getting the best for your money, okay? Now, what they do here is they look at the actual market cap rankings, they look at the code reviews, and they give you a quant grade based off what they learned through their artificial intelligence program and the machine learning that they leverage to make sure you're getting the best projects in your portfolios. They also have a toggle here to show if you're looking at an investment from a trader perspective or an investor perspective, okay? So it'll actually give you different ranked projects based off of how you're treating your portfolios. It'll show you top projects if you're a long-term investor and what you should invest in immediately, or if you're a trader, what will be the best bets for you to hold within a month span or for a quarterly or yearly span. So I definitely think this is a great tool, and it cuts down that learning curve to make sure you're gaining profit immediately. So check out the links below, and you can sign up for a trial. It'll give you 7 days to check out what they do here, and you can leverage some of their AI and machine learning, and you can cancel before the trial period is over. So for the different plans, they have a holder plan, investor plan, and professional plan. And as you can see, you can have a 7-day trial for the holder plan for only $199 and an investor plan for $499. You can cancel before the 7-day trial, or let's say if you wanted to start off with the investor plan for $499, and you can always switch over to the holder plan for $29.99 a month before that 7-day trial is over. So take a look at token metrics. I believe this will be a great service that you're doing yourself if you want to be a crypto millionaire, or at least a crypto six-figure.